This week on Rush Outdoors, we're getting wet and wild in pursuit of spring gobblers. Then it's a fish off with Swing and a Miss. And of course, member footage with Rush Uncut. Sit back and relax. It's time for Rush Outdoors. Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Philipson, your outfitters for the great outdoors.
Hey everyone, Tim Anders here, Rush Outdoors TV. Today, the producer of the show, Brian Kruber, and I, we're going fishing. We're going to Cape Vincent, up the resort at Snug Harbor. But first, going to Herb Philipson's, gonna grab us some new fishing tackle. You know, with 8 locations across the state, it's no wonder why they are New York State's largest outdoor retailer. You know, some of the biggest challenges outdoorsmen face today is accessing quality land. What makes it even harder is when you're hundreds of miles from home. Take, for instance, Rush Junkie Dan Taylor. Works across gas lines all across New York State. Matter of fact, across the Northeast. He's from Cattaraugus County. He's out of town, a dedicated turkey hunter. He didn't let knocking on a few doors get in his way to chase some birds. And you know, when you finally connect and get that piece of property, there's no better way to repay a landowner than taking him out in the woods and calling him in a big old longbeard.
Working for a gas company, I find myself on the road a lot during the month of May when I want to be turkey hunting. So my only option is to go knock on doors. And this year I happen to find myself in eastern New York and happen to go knock on the right door. Met Tim Winslow, an ex-Marine, and one of the stipulations were that he wanted me to take him turkey hunting. And I said, hey, why not? You know, I mean, it's anytime I can be out in the woods turkey hunting, I'll go. And whether it's for someone I don't even know or if it's for myself. It was getting towards the end of the season, and things were real quiet in the woods. That morning especially. Never heard a gobbler on the roost. Walked around, tried finding something, get something going. Wasn't happening. I went to a spot where the week before I'd had a little bit of action, and so we could listen down into this little valley. Did a series of calls, and nothing gobbled. And being before work, our time was really limited. So, you know, he was like, well, let's go, you know, and I said, let's give it some time. Let's just give it a few minutes and see, because sometimes the gobbler is gobbling and you can't hear him, but he can hear you. So we sat there and we waited, and sure enough, 10, 15 minutes, one gobbled, and he was surprised as much as I was, and just started working him, and he came in on a string.
Go get him.
When that bird finally committed to come in, it was just a real shocker actually. And as it was coming in, I thought he was going to shoot at one point, and he didn't. And then it came up, so I thought, well, he's going to come out right in the wide open. And he shot when I was not expecting it. I jerked the camera. I never jerked the camera.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Petrie with Campbell Cameras and Rush Outdoors. Our team at Rush Outdoors relies exclusively on the New York Outdoor News to keep us up to date on what's going on in the state of New York.
If you fish or if you hunt, you're going to love shopping at Herb Philipson's for all your fishing and hunting gear. Whatever the season, it's the reason to pick up guns, ammo, fishing rods, reels, and all the accessories you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. We've got it, and you'll get it all at Herb Philipson's low price fighter prices. There's a store near you, and don't forget to visit our newest location in the Western Light Shopping Center, Syracuse.
We duck hunt every day. Sometimes, though, we disagree on where.
Where are we hunting today?
Lake Bladder.
You would think we always agree on where to put the decoys.
But we don't.
Over there.
No, they need to be right out there.
First thing we can agree on,
Willie is out when it comes to calling.
The second thing we absolutely agree on, it's got to be real tree camo.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Campbell Cameras, CVA, Orleans County, Shadow Hunter Blinds, The Resort at Snug Harbor, Tenzing Backpacks, Lethal Scent Elimination, Parker Crossbows and Red Hot Accessories, Pelican Products, Scent Lock, and the Marina Inn and Suites at Madison Barracks.
That bird comes in, and when he shoots it, it was probably the most rewarding feeling at that time because he had a rough year. Birds weren't talking, and that morning we were constantly going through like lessons. He was asking me questions and stuff, and I just told him patience, patience, patience. And that bird was killed basically on patience. If any other person probably would have packed up and left because there's nothing answering us. All morning long, nothing had answered, but because we waited that extra 10, 15 minutes, that we heard that bird gobble, and he came in, and that actually ended up being one of his biggest birds ever, and it would have been my biggest bird ever. So that was even better.
Awesome hunting with you this morning.
Yeah, wicked day.
It's I'll tell you what, this season's been unbelievable for me, and unfortunately for Tim, it's been a not so good season as usual.
No, not really.
The birds have been kind of different up here for sure. They aren't as responsive or vocal as they are back home, and so we sat down. I said, let's just give it some time. I mean, maybe there's a bird that heard me in the distance and we can't hear him, or whatever the situation might be. And we sat down, and how long do you think?
Not even 5 minutes.
5 minutes we were probably sat down, and he gobbled on his own, and I was shocked, and he was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I mean, it was crazy to have that happen, and we had enough time to go and pick the right trees, set up pretty much perfectly on him. He came up strutting and just come right on that string, and he smoked him. And what a beautiful bird! This bird's got just over 10-inch beard. He's got real nice spurs, inch and 5/16, and the other one's inch and 3/8 probably. And I'd say the bird's close to 20 pounds. So, beautiful late season bird.
Finding a good piece of property to hunt has always been a challenge and probably always will be. And it seems like it's getting even worse as time goes on because now there's leases, and and a lot of guys don't have the money to go and buy those leases. So when you do finally get that property to hunt on, it's real important. Take care of the landowner. I mean, whether it's send a Christmas card, or just stop by and say hey and give him talk to him, or maybe it's to take him out hunting. Maybe it's to take his kids out hunting because he don't have the time to take them out. Anything you can do, give up a little bit of your time could really help out, and who knows what other properties that might lead to.
Dan, great hunt, great turkey, and a great way to say thank you to a landowner who laid out that welcome mat for you on his property.
Hey guys, I'm Nate Hosey with Headhunters TV, and you're watching Rush Outdoors.
Welcome to Heritage Outdoor Sports, the official archery shop of Rush Outdoors. In addition to being New York's premier dealer for Hoyt, Matthews, Mission, and many more, owner Mike Price, one of the archery industry's leading authority on bow tuning and archery coaching. That means when you purchase a bow here, you're going to leave as a better shooter, knowing that your equipment is going to perform at the peak of its capabilities. But that's not all. They also have 3 archery ranges, as well as seasonal leagues and much more. You know what? If my bow could talk, it would say Heritage Outdoor Sports.
The Oak Orchard Harbor in Orleans County. Make a morning run for Lake Ontario. Fish on means you'll experience the exhilaration of fighting that giant trout or salmon. To learn more about our world-class fishing, visit our website at www.orleanscountytourism.com.
There you go. Woo!
Another reason I love New York.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the New York Sportsman's Expo, Block Targets, Muzzy Broadheads, Nikon Optics, Matthews Solo Cam, Real Tree, IQ Bow Sights, Sirius Property Markers, North Country Storage Barns, Heritage Outdoor Sports, and Covert Trail Cameras.
Here's the scenario. We have a happy landowner, and we have Dan eager to hunt. He didn't let a few raindrops get in his way to go chase some birds.
So now, it's my turn. And I wake up bright and early as always. And once you know it, downpour. And I mean downpour. Well, my hunting days are limited as it is, and there's no other choice but to go hunt. So instead of going out and sitting in the woods right at daybreak, like I usually would, I said, well, I'm gonna wait, daybreak comes, do a little driving around, because turkeys like to go to the fields when it's raining. So if I can find a bird, that's I've already seen, and go after them, and it ups my odds a little bit, I'd say. So that's what I did. I started driving around a little bit and checking my fields, and once you know it, the big boy that I'd been seeing all season was in the one back field. So I sat there weighing my options. I've got a camera. Do I go without the camera? And of course, I can't do that. So I'm like, well, I'll use my other rain jacket, cover up my camera, and head in. And that's what I did, because it was pouring the whole time I'm walking in there. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm risking this camera, but I am just, I can't say no. I see a bird, I gotta go now. There's no other way around it. So I get set up where I felt was the best spot to intercept them coming off the field. And sat down, started calling real soft. Didn't want to get too aggressive, and I wasn't sure how the response would be. I mean, it's pouring. Here comes some jakes, and they're coming through, and I'm sitting against a tree that's tiny. And that's the only thing I had. So I'm like, oh man, they're gonna spot me. This is just gonna end badly. I mean, when you're turkey hunting, you want the least amount of eyes possible. And they came through. I think they saw me a little bit. They acted a little jerky, but the whole time I'm thinking, just give it time for him to come. I knew he was gonna follow them jakes. There's no way he's gonna let those little guys come in, and knowing that they're going probably to the hen. So I waited, and sure enough, here he comes. I drilled him, and just like that, I'm tagged out. I could see the jakes all of a sudden. I'm like, wow, there's jakes in here. And I watched them for a little bit, and they were kind of angled away, so I just figured I'd give a few soft calls, a mouth call, and just see if I get a response or anything. And I gave a call, and next thing you know, they disappear, but I didn't think they were coming. And I kept looking down in this little opening because it's thick right in front of me, and they had to come one way. It's the only way in the woods. And sure enough,
I look and I see red, white, and blue heads popping all through the brush. I said, wow. But, you know, and they come right out, right in the camera view. The problem was trying to figure out which one was a longbeard in the group. And all I could see were jakes, and then they saw me move and they kind of went the other way. And I just waited, and then pretty soon, a little bit behind them, here comes Longbeard. And he stepped out, and I got a good shot on him. It's a nice bird, about 9-inch beard, has inch spurs.
Hey Dan, another great hunt. You turned a gloomy rainy day into a rainy day, but a great day in the woods, walking out with that Longbeard. Good job.
Hi, I'm Victoria Birchaw, and we'll be back in 60 seconds with this week's Swing and a Miss, brought to you by Tim's Guns of Elbridge, New York.
I hunt out of Shadow Hunter blinds because I think they're the best ground blind made today. Made right here in Michigan. All American-made Shadow Hunter blinds are the very best. If you want to hunt out of the best, you need Shadow Hunter. Here's why. See that? Totally silent. You can open the plexiglasses wherever you want it. Same thing under these windows, just totally silent. You have so much action as a result because the deer just come all the way around you.
Hey folks, Dave Morgan from Rush Uncut. If your schedule doesn't always allow you time to get to the local sporting goods store, then visit WoodburyOutfitters.com. Whether it's archery, long guns, handguns, or everything else outdoor related, you can have it all shipped directly to you or your local dealer at super low prices. They have tons of cool stuff for sportsmen. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will have your order packaged and shipped quickly and accurately. Check out WoodburyOutfitters.com.
Welcome to Swing and a Miss. This is a segment of the show where we feature footage of hunts that don't exactly go as planned. This week we're switching from the woods to the water as we follow Dave Morgan Sr. chasing big king salmon on Lake Ontario. Dave's fishing with intimidated trouters and has this hefty salmon right to the boat before, well, let's just let the footage tell the story.
That's a nice story. There it is. Oh man, where's that GoPro? Johnny, right here. Oh! Catch and release. Oh.
Now, I'm certainly not an expert, but I thought you were supposed to remove the hook after you got the fish in the net. Better luck next time, Dave. That's it for this week's Swing and a Miss, brought to you by Tim's Guns of Elbridge. I'll catch you next week.
If you fish or if you hunt, you're going to love shopping at Herb Philipson's for all your fishing and hunting gear. Whatever the season, it's the reason to pick up guns, ammo, fishing rods, reels, and all the accessories you need for your next hunting or fishing adventure. We've got it, and you'll get it all at Herb Philipson's low price fighter prices. There's a store near you, and don't forget to visit our newest location in the Western Light Shopping Center, Syracuse.
Today I'd like to talk to you about cozy cabins from North Country Storage Barn. With 7 styles of certified log homes and log cabins, you can find the camp or home that fits both your lifestyle and your budget. These Amish-built cabins come with finished interiors, knotty pine walls, and multiple flooring options. And spacious rooms will give you plenty of comfortable living space. The full line of Amish-built furniture, sheds, swing sets, and much more. Visit North Country Storage Barns today at one of 3 locations in Lowville, Sandy Creek, Philadelphia, New York.
Here we go.
Hey, Eric, how you doing? Yeah, bring the footage on by. I'm right here at the Rush cabin. All right, we'll see you soon. Hey folks, welcome to Rush Uncut. I'm your host, Dave Morgan, and today we got a special guest, Rush Uncut member, Eric Kirby, and he's gonna bring out some fresh footage for us of a whitetail hunt he did in Genesee County. I'll let him tell you about it, and he'll be here in a minute. Hey, Eric, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Good, good. Got the footage, huh?
I do. Check it out, man.
All right, man. It's great. All right, Eric, start us off. Where'd you shoot the buck? Was it gun, bow, late fall, early fall? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it was in Genesee County. It was late shotgun. I had about a week left. And I was sitting in one of my stands overlooking the food plot. He came in, put the rangefinder up on him, and it was about 89 yards. So I put him in the crosshairs and pulled the trigger.
End of story.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at this footage.
Yeah, definitely.
"89 yards. That was a great shot and some good footage. Now, did you have somebody with you filming that?
No, man, it was all by myself.
All by yourself.
Self-film.
That's great. That's great, folks. Hey, Eric, thank you very much for stopping
Dave.
by.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right, and we'll see you again soon, I hope.
Definitely.
All right, keep it coming, man.
Yep.
Hey, folks, that was great. Up next, we got Rush Uncut member Adam Bennett, all the way from Kansas. Hickory Creek Outfitters. He's the owner. He takes his sons out on this turkey hunt. Wait till you see this.
We're practicing for the turkey hunt. That was awesome. Ethan, let's get this out. Is it on? I'll save you. Ready?
You knock him over every time, Ethan.
I knocked it over last time. What did you say? I hit it, and I had the big echo. Yeah! Ripped it right there.
It's about 65 degrees this afternoon. We just got into the blind. It's a youth hunt, Kansas shotgun season for youth. Sometimes it's not all about hunting, it's about being a dad. This afternoon it's really windy. I don't know if the birds will even work or not, but getting to spend time with family is real important to us out here. And just taking kids hunting. Any chance you get, you should take a kid hunting. They are the future of our business. Hunter's on the gun today, Ethan's on the binoculars. No, go ahead, get your gun. Shoot him, Hunter. Shoot him. Wait, Hunter. Okay, now. Do it.
It's on safety.
Hurry. Do it. Kill it. You got him. You got him, son. Yes. Let's go get him.
Yes.
Man, you guys won't believe how this happened. Ethan was sitting on my lap. We were just looking, he was playing with the video camera. We were looking at it. Hunter was sitting down, and I see through the viewfinder a tom walking the back edge of this field. I'm telling Hunter, I'm like, get on it. And this tom walks within about 45 yards, 50 yards, and stops. And I'm like, get on it. And he just, I didn't know if he was gonna get on it fast enough, and man, he made a good shot. We had it flopping. It's all over but the pictures now, so.
But it's dead.
It's dead. All right, good job, guys.
Wow, that was fantastic. I mean, what better tradition than bringing your kids out in the woods and letting them experience what hunting's all about. And Eric Kirby stopping by with some fresh footage. Hey folks, Become a member today. It's as easy as logging on to rushoutdoors.com and clicking on the Rush Uncut logo. And remember, Rush Outdoors with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Woodbury Outfitters, The Bow Guru, Kitelinger Motors, Lock and Load Sporting Goods, The City Woodchuck, Wayne County, The Beeville Diner, IBEW Local 43, IBEW Local 1249, Performance Automotive, The Rope Guys, and Axe Tactical.
Unfortunately, folks, that's all the time we have for this week. For more information on Herb Philipson's, go to herbphilipsons.com and give them a like on Facebook. For everyone at Rush Outdoors TV, I'm your host, Tim Andrus. We'll see you in the woods. For show updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.